as I do usually when I take a long break. Try to figure out if I'm doing it right because I forget everything. And now, got a monster helicopter outside. Hold on, that's really big. I didn't get to see it, but that was military. All right. Whoops, go back. Okay, here we go. It says I'm live. I want to check out my damn audio. Latency is not too bad. So audio's tight. Oh, did I not pick a background? Ooh, I might have did something. Look of it. All right, about 10 seconds. You should get some video. Yeah. Presentation. What? Shut up. Okay. Sorry. I'm watching my video stream. I'm like, what is he going to say next? Okay, we're rocking. Okay. Absolutely no plan of what I'm doing. Um, but well, you could read in the. It's hard. I'm used to consuming material, and now I'm back in the saddle, as it were. So my plan is I don't have a plan, but I recorded a bunch last year. You know, trying to just to figure out what I should focus on. I got a broad spectrum of things I like. Maybe I should just talk about all of them. But then, as you could read in the description, my plan is not to necessarily reinvent myself, but to just take an inventory. I have a lot of things I like about myself, a lot of things I don't like, and the things I don't like have been causing me some pain and anguish. Um, so I'm gonna try to. Wait, I don't like that. Why is that? Do this button? It's just. Oh, that's why you need OMB. Okay, because I can't do anything. I forget how to do all this stuff. There's so many interconnecting programs. But trying to figure out. Okay, screen share. There it is. Okay, on my way with a monitor. Oh, I forgot about this. Sorry. Also, share stream audio. Share. Bloop. Bloop. Okay, I got it. I gotta add the screen to it. I mean, I don't. I know this isn't entertaining right now, but anybody in the audience who is streamers knows picture in picture. Nope. What I'm dealing with right now. Okay, so how do you? Nope. So I want my screen. My camera's the whole thing. Don't want that. Well, oh, there. Remembered. Okay, now we're rocking and rolling. Put that over there. Oh, okay, it's all coming back. So, yeah, trying to remember everything. Thanks for staying with me. So, yeah, not reinventing myself, but more or less what they call a mental inventory, trying to figure out what exactly do I believe? What is true? Not what do I have memorized, what have other people told me they think is true, which that's going to be a part of it, I believe, in the journey. But what do I hold true? What do I believe? What is reality according to myself? And it's different. It's different than the way I've been acting, the way anybody else has talked about it, which is intriguing to me as a scientist and as you know, I consider myself a scholar, or at least interested in learning at the very least. So that's that's where I'm at. But just how should I interact in this reality? What is this reality? You know, all those are the broad aspects. So you've got to dial it in a little bit because those don't, you can't really monetize those. So I'm trying to figure out how to monetize. What are my skills and how do I monetize those? I got some stories. Maybe I'll just start with the stories, and as we go, I'll get a script. And I do have, just FYI, I have the ability to be prepared. I have the ability to uh, have a presentation, have an agenda, have things to go over, and I don't have that right now, but I do have that ability as an academic, as a you know an autistic mechanic. I just fixed my Fiat. Oh, that was it. That is the devil's car. I love that thing to death, but I had to take I had to jack up the whole front, both front tires off the ground, um, take off the right tire, um, move the is it the crankshaft or the arm that comes out that spins the wheel. I'm learning all the stuff. Don't know the name of that yet. Uh, had to move that out of the way. Had to, oh man, and this was all in the winter in my garage, and where it was 20 degrees out, and had to do it before this got real cold and before the snow hit. And I got it done to change the alternator. The alternator is tucked way back on the far back inside of the motor towards the cab of the car, down about halfway, exactly elbow length down. But man, I got it done. What took the longest, well, what took the real longest was the planning. Like, I work on small motors, scooters, motorcycles, lawnmowers. But what took the longest was the planning. And that took weeks. But actually doing it took a week. But what took the longest of actually doing it was after I disconnected the old alternator, it was still stuck in the frame. What was it stuck on? There were some bars, like some stabilizer bars that you couldn't get it past. So that was like, yeah, the crankshaft or the thing that goes to the tire from the motor that makes it spin. So I couldn't get the disconnected alternator out of the car. That took 2 days. Ridiculous. But because there was just not enough room in there. But got it done. It runs perfectly now. But there was also, it was the alternator was the issue, but I also bought two bullshit batteries, brand new batteries. One was like 300 and something dollars, maybe 280, 320, I can't remember, somewhere around there. Ridiculous. Doesn't work. Doesn't hold a charge, doesn't under load, it just drops. So bought another one. But that one had it got cracked on delivery, but not internally cracked, just a little plastic. So I got that one for free. So I ended up buying another one because the issue was still happening. And that one didn't charge up either. So I put the old, after I got the new alternator in, I put the old battery in, 3 batteries ago, put that back in, and it runs perfect. So I got 2 defunct batteries in a row, plus an alternator, a bad alternator. So that was a huge issue, but now it's running perfect. I just go out there and fire it up instantly. It feels so good. Um, so I'm proud of that. Don't know why I started talking about that. Mechanic, maybe to start aspiring mechanic. But I washed this hat. Now it's all. I shouldn't have dried it. Like shrunk up, and now it looks weird. Um, let's see. But yeah, so some of my plan, and I didn't even know I was going to record this morning. Maybe I shouldn't have. Some of my plan, like before, I don't know if you tune into any other of my videos. A little bit of video games, a little bit of politics, a little bit of just bullshitting. So might do that again. Um, if any of you know, my focus was the COVID policies of 2019. I wrote the book All of a Sudden, which gave the title to this podcast, but it's called All of a Sudden. My book, the subtitle was, what was the subtitle? I can't remember it precisely. I gave all my copies away, but it's available online. I got a link in there. It'll support me if you like it. It's a short book. It's my master's thesis put in book form. So I think it's less than 100 pages. I think maybe a little 50, but there's some good graphs in there. Where did the flu go? The flu disappeared exactly the time COVID showed up. It's so nice of the flu. It shares the origins of the pandemic of policies of 2019, something like that. Like they call it the pandemic. I call it the pandemic of policies because I proved that it was the policies that started killing everybody, not the flu. But there was a novel virus that happened. I think it escaped the lab early and it wasn't fully baked. It got out a little bit earlier, so lucky us, I guess. But there's no reason to look into that at all. You just gotta be called a conspiracy theorist if you ask questions, and then that's the end of that conversation. Let's look into that. You're a conspiracy theorist and probably a racist. Why am I a racist? Because I'm looking into a virus. For my master's orientation thesis, my presentation, the input from the peers, the sheep in the master's program. Why'd you pick this topic? You're a racist. This is real bigoted of you to talk about this. I'm like, I'm pointing out the CDC graph of, it was all CDC information. It was all peer reviewed information. It's all public information. They could have looked this up themselves. And it was all, you're a racist, you're a bigot. I'm like, that is weird. I hope you get that sickness treated, peers. But the whole reason I went into my master's was it was in healthcare administration, was because I was previously to 2019. It was like maybe 2017, 2016. I was in the healthcare field. I was working in there, and I was like, got out of the service industry, got out of the restaurants. I'm like, yeah, official job, and it was a culture shock. Just the administrators were running hospitals as poorly as the average kitchen manager runs kitchens, and like just easy problems that happen every day. are ignored, and they're surprised when the same problem that happened yesterday, you don't change anything. Then the same problem happens today, you don't change anything. The same problem happens tomorrow. These administrators are surprised at that. And they're only, and so I was like, and that kept happening in the healthcare field. And then so I started looking to the administrators, asking questions, and then so here's a big issue. I won't give an instance for now. I'll go into that some other time. I got tons of examples. Man, I actually have on a computer somewhere a presentation I did in my class about this, and the 300-pound purple haired professor, she hated it. Like, gave me such a bad grade. Like, I told you to pick one example and focus on it. I was like, well, here's three, and they're all awesome, and they're all focused, and they're all thought through, and here they all are. And she hated me. Wouldn't email me for the last half of my master's. I didn't even have what do you call them? Not an administrator, an advisor. The advisor quit. Nobody told me. So I was just out there floating on my own. But yeah, so I ended up doing a lot of what do you call them? Self studies, independent studies. That's how I developed my book. And I still think, like, I wonder if they remember at all any of the things I said, because this was 2019, 2020, and I freaking nailed it. I nailed every single thing true. All the data is still, well, because it was reality. All the data is holding up correctly. So I was talking about Bitcoin back then. I took some grant writing classes, and these liberals, they probably at USAID now, but they had no idea what I was talking about with my proposals. I wonder if they like think back, like, damn, that guy nailed this back then. And but yeah, also with the pandemic of policies, like, I keep saying they weren't allowed to know. Like, something stops them from knowing, from actually seeing reality. There's a veil, and they're not allowed to know. Like, my last friend, cool guy. I mean, we played video games together, did podcasts together, and but he's not allowed to see. I won't give his name or nothing because he is a cool guy, and I kind of hope we could be friends again. It's just we live in different realities. Like, it's I chose looking behind the veil, and he chose the veil. So kind of not we're not really friends right now. But during 2019, like, during all my research and my thesis, I was asking him, I was like, yeah, and I was like, they're changing all the definitions at midnight. You change the definitions and all that. And he's like, yeah, maybe that's a good. No, my advisor, before he like ghosted, he said he thinks changing the definition is a good thing. I was like, but you didn't tell, like, what Merriam-Webster didn't tell anybody they changed the definition. They just changed it. So now everyone's right in the middle of the game, like changing the rules at halftime in football, but not telling anybody. All that does is cause confusion. And he said it was a great idea to change it. I was like, you're missing the point. Like, sure, definitions change, but not right in the middle of war. Like a policy war, like, not in the middle of that. They just don't. They're missing the concepts. And yeah, and my friend, his was about they changed the definition of anti-vaxxer at midnight. I think it was like September 10th, 2020. I got the screenshots of it. They changed the definition of anti-vaxxer from somebody who does not like vaccines or does not believe in their efficacy. They changed it from that to someone who does not believe in vaccines efficacy and they're against mandates. So all of a sudden at midnight, you go to bed, you're You're not against vaccines. You're against this experimental gene therapy mRNA technology that kills 100% of the animals it's tested on. You're against that. You're against that being forced on babies, being forced on pregnant women, being forced on the general public. One size does not fit all. Top down government is always wrong just because it's one size. Like it doesn't fit everybody, so that makes it exactly wrong. Like if top down government works, let's just make one size t-shirt because that'll work too. Let's just make one size pair of pants because that'll work too. One size shoes, they fit all. Perfect. We're done. We're done. We fixed everything. Why do we even need sizes of stuff? If top down one size fits all in medicine, where you need to talk to your doctor to see if you're healthy enough to take Tylenol, but this experimental gene therapy, which killed every single animal in the trials, to where they had to stop the trials because all the animals died. So they just decided to go on to stage 3 and test it on humans, which is what happened. If that's good, then we don't need sizes of pants. We don't need sizes of shirts or shoes. One size fits all is the answer, which it's not, of course. But yeah, it's so forgot what I was talking about, which is fine. So that's obviously my passion. Just that's my life journey was just seeing through the veil. And now there's this movement, this MAGA movement. They call them truthers, which really isn't a the definition of truthers. Oh yeah, changing definitions is not something. I don't know the truth. I don't know what's happening. I'm not an arbiter of truth and reality. Quite the opposite, actually. But it's you see a subject, a topic, a reality, a narrative, something, and you just try to get rid of the obvious lies first, and then the less obvious lies. You just it's like a statue. There's a huge chunk of marble, and you just keep chipping away at it. That's a lie. Okay, that's obvious a lie. Like, and you could do it to anything. I mean, with conspiracies with 9/11, you could just start chipping away. Like, why did building 7 fall by itself? Buildings don't do that. And so you just start chipping away like that's never happened before in the reality of anything in the universe. Jet fuel does not melt steel. Like buildings don't collapse at free fall rate straight down on themselves and their own footprint. That doesn't happen. So you just that's sorry about that example. That's polarizing, but just like that, it you just start chipping away at what you could prove very simply prove is a lie, is wrong, is obfuscating. I love that word. I just can't say it. Obfuscating. And you and then you kind of take a step back after you did a round of removing the lies. Take a step back, see what you're left with. Like, okay, still really don't understand what it looks like. The statue's just kind of a blob at this point, but it's not a square chunk anymore. It's more of a blob. You're like, oh, okay, I got to go in. Then you start digging deeper, more intensely, and then the chunk of marble starts to take shape. And after a little bit of that, a couple rounds of doing it, and then brushing your arms off from all the dirt and dust and marble flakes, kind of take a step back, and it keeps taking shape. You could kind of see the shape. You could kind of understand the shape it's taking, the trajectory of the shape of the marble, and that's what a truther is. And then you kind of move on from there, like, okay, don't like you get rid of what's unnecessary or what's a lie or what's unnecessary or what's provably just ridiculous, and then just see what you're left with. And that's what a truther is. Like, we could be, I say we, like I don't belong to any group, but so maybe I'll just start talking to myself. So that's what I understand, and I like to just But I write songs too. So, in my 20s, I was a rapper, like like a hip hop, heavy metal guitar rapper kind of thing, Limp Bizkit style, right? Uh, I said, you take out all the lefts till it's just right, and a little gimmicky, but yeah, that's what a truther is in my definition of it. You just keep chipping away, removing what's false, and seeing what you're left with. So that's that. I'm going to click around on the screen, live display, chat on top of Strim. I don't have any chat, so it won't do anything, but it's there. Viewership display, viewership stats on top of Strim. Okay. Display banner when donation received. Sure. Add graphics. What's a graphic do? Give your new graphic a name. Add a graphic. I'm in this to win this. Okay, there's that. There's a graphic. Where does it go? Full screen. Graphic will cover the entire canvas. Let's do it. Nothing happened. Top. Center. Oh, I don't know what it is doing. So I just got really siderolled. I need some coffee. Boom. Boom. Oh, look at all them shits up there. All that is cool. I'm a cool person now. Finally. All my three homies. My three homies. What's up? I got a Twitter. Nope, that's a Twitch. Where's that even at? There's Twitch. I'm streaming. I got a local. Dude, that makes me feel cool. I feel cool. Okay, I'm going to create it. What did it do? I got a graphic, top left. Oh, that's all it is? Whatever, that's cool. Oh, it's just an image. Okay, so this is what they're talking about. I listen to a lot of podcasts, obviously, and so this is what they're doing when they're doing graphics. A lot of clickety doos. So that's that, and maybe I should pull it up over here on my secret screen. Doop dup deep dup doo. All right, here's what we're doing. Yes. So back, we got a Jin Saki back to the original topic, which is what the heck am I doing online streaming right now? I can't find anything. Yeah, documents. Um, so one main thing I want to talk about eventually, probably not today because I'm just starting it, is I have a background in electronics technology, like the first 2 years of a electronics engineering degree. Then I kind of pivoted, but I'm trying to jump back in to electronics. Been what? Oh, I can't open my Word documents. I don't have the right to look at my own material. I can't afford Word. I've been looking into MOSFETs. They're a transistor, an electrical component, and I'm looking into them again. Like I used to know them, got sidetracked with life and being sad and making mistakes and junk. Got dust up my nose, so I got distracted with that. So now Personal is running on your PC, then try again. Oh, I have no idea what this is talking about. Oh, there's the crypto handout. Okay, I got a bunch of stuff. If I could access it, it's all in the cloud, and I don't know where my cloud is. My old computer was badass, but there was dust in here from a chicken, and it caused the processor, the paste in the processor and stuff to pop out. So it or like loosen up or not conduct fast enough, so it kind of overheated. But I got that in the corner behind me. I'm gonna look into that here soon. But yeah, I want to look into. So I'll probably do my electronics journey, my re upping on electronics, and try to figure that out. Maybe you guys go along with me. Um, but I'll probably do this every morning. Probably longer and longer each time. Right now, not too long, obviously, because I don't have anything to say. But we'll probably do it every day. Um, Try to figure out what the heck. So if I do this and I decided to do it, so let's see how it goes. And you let's see what the live chat says. I said it. No, so I can't live chat. I gotta be live chatted at. I got no campaigns. So people can there. And it's supposed to show up on the screen. And it doesn't. Oh, only Rumble Studios see this. Who knows? Who knows anything? So my plan is as I figure out. It's kind of cool. I think as I figure out what I'm doing with my life, what direction I want to go in, what because I've usually been a generalist in my life, jack of all trades, not really an expert at anything, but really like just good at above average at just about everything. And but I want to get like exceptional at I want to be a master at something. So right now it feels like it's going to be electronics and I'm going to try to build a circuit, not perpetual motion of course, but like something with solar or wind to where the LEDs feed this solar and through MOSFET circuits you could amplify power, low wattage, low power. You could amplify current with one circuit, a parallel circuit or series circuit, and then you use another parallel or series circuit to amplify voltage. So now you take low power, two separate circuits, and now you're amplifying current and voltage. So now you're stepping up your power through MOSFETs. I don't know, where does that go? Amplifier circuits from solar power. There's a guy online, I forgot his name. We'll show his videos. My neighbor's actually doing this too. He bought a lot of parts, so he's jumping on this bandwagon. He's a mad scientist like me, so I'm going to jump into this. But yeah, so it's as I figure out what I'm going to talk about on the stream, I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with my life. And so those two are going to go hand in hand. So that's kind of unique. Like it's my authenticness. So it's an authentic. It's a real. It's a journey. Ugh, it's a video diary. God damn it. Or God dang it. It's a video diary. And but a cool one. I've been lifting lots of weights, stuff like that. Maybe I don't want to talk about all that stuff, but yeah, I got to change. I'm not scrapping my entire personality. If you could, I don't even know if you can, which should you, I don't know. But um, I'm scrapping a lot of the things I don't like about myself. And I'm judging them by like the interactions I have with people. I had a lot of negative interactions with people. I just, I guess at this point, saying you're autistic sounds like an excuse. So, I mean, it could be real, but let's assume it's not. Just saying it's an excuse right now. Or let's work on a definition of it's a syndrome. Syndrome means doctors are like, it's a syndrome. It means it's a bunch of things that we have no idea what they are. So let's work on defining autism. It's 1 in 36 we're hearing now. California, 1 in 22 young men are autistic. So let's figure it out. The more vaccines they push, the more autistic. Is that a correlation? Is that a causation? That's probably a very valid topic. I like that. So I'm gonna push electronics, MOSFET circuits. As I mean, maybe we'll learn those together as I'm learning them. I'll post what I share. Maybe we'll do some deep dives online and share some content. Maybe I'll form a following, and you guys will be able to help me out and show me what I should learn. Because right now I only have really one guy uh, online, one videos I know to watch, and he's good. It looks like his stuff's right. I haven't dug too deep yet, but he talks real slow, and his videos, they're not edited at all, so they take a long time to develop, and you can't fast forward them because you missed something important he said. So, but nothing wrong with his work as I understand it now. His work seems good. He has He has LEDs that are the light source to solar panels, which feeds out into MOSFET circuits, amplifier circuits, which go into controllers. Oh, is it a Bucky controller? See, I got to learn all these yet. A controlling apparatus, which dumps the voltage down, but creates current. This, I think it's called a Bucky controller. Bucky's alive, and so then all of a sudden you could get it down to your 5 volts or your 12 volts. Slam a bunch of voltage into it, it drops that voltage down to 12, but now you're getting a bunch of current out. I mean, heat as well, obviously, but now you're getting more current at a solid 12 volts with high current. It's interesting. It's interesting. Like, maybe my expectations now are, if it's not perpetual motion, if it's not free energy, which probably not, because solar panels are inefficient, loss of heat, so whatever. But if even if it slows down the rate, if you could put power out and use power, and then it could charge the battery a little bit, which at the very least just slows its drain, that would effectively make it act like a bigger battery, a battery with more storage. So let's say normally you have a 12 volt car battery, and let's say that the load you have makes it run one day, it drains it out in one day. If we do these circuits I'm talking about, these amplifying solar circuits, maybe it lasts 4 days, maybe it lasts 2 days, whatever, day and a half. But if that's a start, if you could make it to where it decreases the drain of the if if you have the same load and you put this circuit on, if you could run the load longer, that's increased efficiency, right? So that's very interesting to me. And I do like Nikolai Tesla does. You do your thought experiments. I gotta see it in my head first. Like spatial analysis. I could turn the object around in my head. I could connect it all, unconnect. I do it with cooking too. I got my garlic, my onions, and all that. I could taste them in my head. So I'm like, ooh, I don't want to put too much of this in there. That'll make it go in this direction. So I do that with maybe some kind of synesthesia or something. Like I could taste all the individual ingredients and I could combine them in my head to know what they taste like. And if I get the flavor right in my head and I make the whatever I'm making, the food, whatever I'm making, if I do it exactly like that flavor I had in my head, it'll turn out to be that exact flavor. So I could do that with electronics too, like unplug a wire in my head, move it to somewhere else, follow its path. Okay, that'll probably short it out or drop the voltage or whatever. And so I'm going to be doing that with these MOSFETs amplifier circuits. But as of now, it sounds plausible. And we're going to do it like the truther in me. We're going to figure out, do experiments, build our own circuits. I'll probably have cameras on that, building up my own circuits. And we'll because I just thought about like all the things I just said about this guy's video. Mine are probably going to be worse than his. I just thought about that because I don't like editing. I can't stand editing. So maybe I should just stop talking shit about his videos because mine are probably going to be worse. Obviously, you see the sunlight coming in behind me, and that's with the shade closed. I just don't want to move my. Oh no! Because I was thinking about moving my room around today, but I moved all the plugs on the wall, behind me that I'm facing. I moved them up to the middle of the wall. See, I've been lifting a lot of weights, but arms ain't looking that big. I mean, like a lot of weights. I'm just still too fat. I don't have. I'm beefy. I got the bulk. So it's supposed to have a huge TV on this wall, and during the COVID pandemic, I was trying to put my 70-inch up on the wall because I was painting. I took it down because I was at home just sick with the flu or the COVID-19, whatever it was. And so I was painting. And when I went to put the 70-inch back up, I like squeezed too hard and just cracked it. And instead of spider webs, I'm so sad. And then, I got to post a video because then it was broke. So I plugged it in and it, flickered, and then the audio worked, but the screen went dead. But then, so I took it outside. I was like, damn it. And I was so mad about it because I was so happy about that TV. I just paid it off. I did a payment plan, just paid it off. It was a monster TV because I got a small house. So this TV was massive. And I had to scoot the couch back. It's almost too big for my room, which was awesome. So I call it, there's this neighbor kid. He was like, he's a man now, but when I moved in, he was like 13 or 14 and maybe younger, maybe 8 or 9. Maybe 10, whatever. But he's the kid that everyone pays him to mow his lawn. Now he's starting his own landscaping business. Like, cool guy. And I was like, hey, you want to come over and watch me punch my TV in half? He's like, yup. And his mom came over. She had another baby on the hip. Like they all came over to watch me punch my TV in half. And I did it. I punched it in half. And because I was just so mad at it that something stupid like that broke my massive TV. But that's a fun video. I got it on video. Threw my gloves on and just parts flying everywhere in my driveway. And I think I had to kick it to actually crumple it in half. But I punched it a bunch. All right, fun stories like that. But I think I'm going to focus on electronics. Well, to recap, so goes the podcast, so goes my life. Um, that's what we're doing. And I don't have any. I like this little the numbers in the corner. That makes me feel so happy, like I'm an official cool guy. Oh, and then also I could run video games, which I'm probably gonna play right now. But I could run video games once in a while. I forgot to turn when I blew my nose that time. My bad. Uh, what else? I'm finishing up Hogwarts. I beat the game, but you got to be level 34 to do the very last final thing. What is my Strem doing? I'm gonna close OMB and oh no, I need OMB for the camera. I really didn't, did I? All right, I'm gonna mess with some things. Oh, general webcam. Okay, close. Close. Camera still working? Okay, I didn't need OMB on. I like OMB. But with Rumble Strem, you don't need it. Hey, where'd it go? So I am a dark side ghoul. This is modded. I can't remember the mods that are on here, and I can't remember what level I am. But let's look. Oh, Hatton's still a buster.
Do you need a hand?
No, I don't. Go back to your training. I'll call you if I need someone useless.
Is there some problem?
What's up, chicken butts?
I was only offering to help.
Problem? No problem. Just wondering how long you're planning to stick around.
For as long as she needs me, of course.
How heroic.
What's the back of the screen looking like? Why was the screen
Actually,
stuck
there
like
are
that?
times when it seems you could use some help.
Always with the details, aren't you?
Oh, this is bunk. The screen is working, but if I click on this,
fool me. You have some agenda.
It's not on Rumble
spying on
Studio.
her. Always keeping your eye on her.
No, I don't.
So it doesn't
I
update
simply admire
the
her.
video. That's
She
whack.
has many
Let me check on
qualities
my
worthy of
phone.
respect, and the strength that matches her beauty. Surely you've noticed.
Yeah, and I noticed first. Get it? So cut it out. And another thing, stop being all noble around her in your big hero way.
Oh,
She
okay,
sees
forgot
right
what I
through
was
your
doing.
little act. She likes
Had an
honest
issue
guys,
with
not guys who run
neighbors. They
around
just
being
moved in.
selfish and heroic all the time.
A lot of like 6 or 7 Mexicans, and they turns out. And I'll skip this to the end of the story. Turns out they're roofers, and they have the big crew cab extended truck pull in to pick them up in the morning, and it's been hitting my mailbox. Hit it about 5 times. I did all this yesterday, damn it. Oh, and it's not working.
The more worlds we travel to, the more questions I have. It's not just the hardships of the people, but something more.
So I went through all the emotions, like, these assholes, oh, I'm gonna get them. Call the cops on them, we'll have it out, we'll get in a fight. And after I told my head to shut up, kind of went to just calm down, they broke it, they owe you a new one. And let me do this really quick.
You all right?
We're gonna do some dark sides.
Yeah, it's sometimes. So perhaps it is.
Wait, I left. Oh, I didn't save it. Oh no, it crashed. Okay, yeah. It crashed yesterday. Okay. Chicken's laying an egg in the background. We're having a good old day. So yeah, I saw him going out to get his mail, the neighbor. And God, I need my. Obviously, I do inverted Y, and this ain't it. I went to Talos yesterday. This is where it crashed, so let's see. But talked to him, and they're like, "Hey, we could go." He didn't speak English at all, so he got his other friend. He spoke kind of a little bit of English. He spoke kind of English, and then we went to, and then he got another one, and he spoke good English. So they were nice dudes. They're like, "Hey, we could go get a new thing right now." I was like, "Well, it's technically not broken." It's like maybe if if you break it, like it was knocked sideways, and the next day it was knocked sideways the other way, and then tilted the next day. So I was like, if you guys just I could fix this one, no problem. But if you guys keep doing this and it gets knocked over, or you crack it, or it gets knocked to the ground, then you're gonna buy me a new one. But right now, man, I was like, I can fix this. He's like, we'll fix it right now. They ran back in, got out their little bags. They're roofers, it turns out, and we tried some screws, but the wood's a little bad. It needs replacing anyways, but it doesn't need help being broke. And so we put some nails in it because screws weren't working. They had some big old spikes, and got it fixed up. We shook hands, and it was cool. Now we're like cool neighbors. So all that to say is that's part of my journey now as well. Just I go, it's the leftist in me. I go emotional real quick, and you gotta not do the. Let me save this real quick. This last time it crashed. Oh, now you're working? Oh, now you're working. So I'm trying. It's basically every aspect of my life I'm trying to refine. Oh, who do I want? Oh, wow. I'm still at the beginning of the game. I don't remember Disciple. Got him on the dark side though. Soldier. Let's get Kreia out here. Let's get her out here. Oh, Atten turned bad. Beodor. Look at my boy. Oh, I even turned the robot bad. That's awesome. Vices. Okay, let's roll. But yeah, so I don't know. So yeah, video games, electronics, culture. Maybe I'll talk about culture because I need to learn it. I am not the cool guy. I don't understand culture. I don't get it. I have zero friends. So I just don't understand culture. Kind of isolated right now. I mean, like during my master's and all that, that was 2019. I had to isolate basically. Can't like because of the journey, because my political beliefs started changing. I've been going, more populist, and I was trying to figure it out, and I'm in a real leftist part of the leftist state, but leftist area definitely, and so I couldn't really talk to anybody. It was rough. All the people I made friends with and played Dungeons and Dragons with are like radical leftists, like bury your head in the sand. Everything you say against the government is racist leftist. And I still just can't understand that. Rage on behalf of the machine kind of thing. And so culture, maybe I shouldn't talk about too much. I'll bring it up, and I want to learn culture. I want to learn how to exist in this society. I don't understand it right now. It's yucky. This society is yucky. But I see this light's coming in, and so maybe I'll podcast earlier in the dark because I've been getting up early, so we won't have this backlight. And we'll play some video games, talk some electronics. We'll see where that goes. Talk some electronics, play some video games. talk about my journey. I'll just talk about stuff I like. Lifting weights, what's best. I've been seeing some good results lately. I got the air bike, the Assault Fitness air bike. They call it the. I gotta eat some food. They call it the Devil's Tricycle. I call it my torture machine. It does basically every major muscle group, but so I do that kind of to warm up. Blah blah blah. Do some other things. Push-ups and junk. And I got a lot of weights. I bought a lot of weights during the pandemic of policies. So let's just start there. I'll be back on tomorrow, maybe this afternoon if I get bored, because I do like streaming. It's this is basically everything I'd be saying in my head, but I get to say it out loud. And happy times. Oh yeah, I want to double check to see if the stream is actually frozen or if it's just if you click off of Rumble Studio, if that freezes. Oops. Oh, the stream is frozen. Sorry I keep blowing my nose into the damn microphone. I'll get better at that. Okay. So, how am I going to fix that? So the stream works there. Okay. It's not moving this. Oh wow, it's not. So if I click over to okay. Screens. You see it moves once and then it freezes it. And if I click on the game, and so on my screen, the game is working. And so why do I have to click on? Why when I click off of Rumble, Studio tab, see that goes away as well. Go under that thing. Oh, you suck. Okay. Screen. Stop screen share. Okay, let's do this. Stop screen share. Start screen share. Entire screen. Screen 1, share audio. Window. Edge tab. Entire screen, share audio. Share. We got it. We do this. It freezes. So it's not showing what's on the screen. That's weird. It's showing the mouse move. Well, look at that. 1 frame per second shit. But it's on my video's still working. My camera. So it's showing movement on the mouse screen, or on the screen of the mouse. Oh, the mouse disappears. It's treating it as a background or something. So I can't click, and it doesn't update. So I can't click on Rumble right now because the game will disappear. But I'll get my movement back. Just say, you know what? I'll bet you this is something I'm going to have to do with OMB. But Rumble, you're supposed to be able to use Rumble instead of OMB. And I did this before, right? My other videos, I did this. So maybe it's specifically this game, which is dumb. What else? Going to manage participants. No participants. Audio controls. We're having camera. Screen. All right. We got some cool things there. Disable camera. No. So it's something with the screen share I'm missing. Play picture in picture. No. Well, let's see if that works. Let's see if something happens there. Nope. Still frozen. So it stop sharing. Want to share screen. None of my tabs. None of my windows. Picture in picture is gone. Entire screen with audio. This is super easy. I've did this tons of times. So there it is. So, boom. So it's treating it like a background. What, Bubba? Lay an egg. So it's treating my screen. So wait. It's, look at how slow. It's like what? 2 frames per second, 1 frame per second. Brightness all the way bright. No shadows. Yes. I never get to turn it to maximum efforts. Well, that happened exactly what. Now, what was that? So it's That's weird. So when the screen changed, it updated. No, it didn't. That's not the real thing. Saw shadows. Okay, so it did that. Alright, so I exited the game. Now I'm at the main menu. Let's see if it does movies. Okay, it's just something wrong with the game. That's working flawlessly. Okay, it's just something wrong with the game. Damn,
We have all but destroyed the Jedi Knights. The old Republic is crippled. They can do nothing to stop us now. But there is one thing standing in our way.
Nar
One
Shaddaa.
last Jedi who has yet to choose his true role in the galaxy. If he joins us on the path to darkness,
Maxed out
those who fight
graphics.
alongside him will follow. But if he takes the path of a Jedi,
I got a lot of mods
those who
on this. I
join
can't
him
remember
will
all the
feel the
mods.
vengeance of the dark side.
Basically do the same thing over and over and over
The
again.
highly anticipated sequel to the 2003 Game of the Year, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords. Winter 2004.
Damn, 21-year-old game. This game can drink. So it works fine. Everything works fine. Except it doesn't work fine at all. When you go to the game, it freezes. So this might be something I either fix offline and come back and tell you how cool it is now, or we don't play this game. But that's that. Options. I already went. See, it does the No, that's I'm on the wrong. I'm in the option screen, and that's the video screen. But it's tracking the mouse. Crazy. So I'm gonna quit. Okay. That's a weird issue, huh? Well, I've been playing Guild 2, which is probably boring online. But maybe I'll slam some of that later. A little bit of that. Let's play a little bit of that. And so, yeah, that's it for right now. I got to eat some breakfast. And so that's the plan. Kind of document. I'm going to make some big life changes. Have made some. Just, waiting for them to project out into reality or to apply them in my upcoming circumstances and events. So we'll start with that, kind of see where it goes. It's going to be, but right now let's aim towards, I want to develop those electric circuits. That sounds really fun. Fun with MOSFETs. We'll get that going. Oh, I do have the picture open. We'll do some MOSFETs and yeah, I'll have to keep, because I consume a lot of news right now. So we'll probably give some news updates, maybe some analysis. My focus is still the pandemic of policy in 2019, of course. So that's what I'll focus on. Maybe I'll get smart on that again because I haven't did too much with it lately because it's coming back in the news with the pardons that may not be valid. We'll see. That's going to go through the courts. And Fauci might have to answer for the AIDS epidemic and for the Dallas Buyers Club and for the Beagles and for choose your genocide. You know, you know what? You're gonna get in trouble for one genocide. Which one you choose your genocide you get in trouble for? Let's just do that. We'll see. Who knows? Things can change instantly. JFK files are supposed to be dropped today, so I'll probably jump on immediately for that. Yeah, that okay. Let's plan that. I'm gonna grab some food, monitor. I forgot about that. JFK files are coming out today. That's number one. I got to figure out how to log into my X because I forgot my username. All that fun stuff. But we'll be back soon. Next one is going to be the JFK. We're going to focus on that. I got sneezes. But yeah, leave some comments and stuff, likes and doodads and whatnots, and let me know what you think. I haven't shown you anything of like how I do the electronics or anything like that, so you can't really give any feedback yet. But yeah, anything with, I don't know, if you were starting a podcast, what would you want to see in it? I know I got a bunch of backlight going on. That's what I'm trying to cut off right now. And that's with the shades closed. It's actually way brighter than that. Got a new scooter. Maybe I'll talk about that. A really nice scooter. Do I have the tab still open? I had the tab open for my old scooter got stolen. So I had the tab open for 6 months, which one I wanted. Looking at it every day, and I finally got it. So stuff like that, inspiring things. Let me know what you think. I'm getting real allergy. But yeah, we'll catch you back. We're going to do the JFK stuff next and figure more stuff out. Okay, bye.